Alright, so I'm trying something new here. Because this tutorial just got put in, I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do with a free-to-play account. So I've created a new alt. My primary, for those that don't know, is still radioactive. And I'm going to see basically just what it takes to get up from Tier 4 to Tier 2 and get into CW, starting on a fresh account. So, let's go ahead and get started. Second 2015 patch. It is a vast improvement over the new player experience that we had previously, which was essentially just
the year is 3051.
Enjoy dying.
Humanity has spread out amongst the stars, bringing their hopes, their fears, and their wars. The great houses and clans vie for territory and honor, using gigantic fighting machines known as battle mechs. You, as a child of that conflict, are about to join that war.
Sim controlled, Captain Adams. Ready for another one?
More meat for the grinder, huh? Just patch me through. Welcome, recruit, to your first taste of iron and steel. My job is to make it a little less likely for you to crash and burn the moment you step on the battlefield. Let's drop you down here where you won't get your ass shot off right away. You're sitting on top of a fusion reactor in a multi-ton war machine the size of a building. Time to learn how to use it. This is your augmented training HUD. On your right, the training roadmap. It lets you know how you're progressing. On your left, the checklist. It shows your objectives and activities. Have a look around your cockpit, and when you're ready, power up your battle mech.
Reactor online. Sensors online. All systems nominal.
So that's the complicated HUD you're looking at, and that's why we're giving you access to a field menu. Just hit escape.
So, for those of you that have played before, you're probably wondering why I'm going through this tutorial all the way instead of just clicking through to get the C-bills. The long and the short of it is that I just want to see exactly what a new player will see.
Here you've got buttons for game settings and such, but you can also click on HUD elements to display a field manual entry. Click away at the display to pop up more information. Hit escape again to get back in control of your battle mech. To help you learn the controls, your mech comes equipped with a cheat sheet. Press and hold F1 at any time if you need a reminder of what button does what. Try it now.
And this is where I screwed up because I unbound that because I use F1 as my artillery key, so bear with me.
You're not a great one for following orders, are you?
Shut up, Adams.
Now you know where to look. Don't forget it's there. Use it. First things first, let's get that battle mech moving. A battle mech drives like a tank. The mech goes where the legs are pointing, not where you're looking. Ignore that fact, and you'll find yourself jammed up wondering why you're not moving.
There we go. That's better.
Now, since you're a raw recruit, you get extra help to show where your legs are pointing. Look down. That arrow shows you where your legs are pointing. The mech will move in that direction. There it is. You found it. That arrow points forward for the mech, no matter where you're looking. Well, off you go. Hey, don't scratch the paint. There's no strafing or sidestepping in a battle mech. This shifts your legs so they line up with... This brings your view over around on top. You now have the basics to controlling all battle mechs. And now, let's look at your weapons. The status of each of your weapons is displayed in the lower right of your HUD. Weapons are clustered into groups that fire together when triggered. I'll just enable your weapons and off you go.
Weapons online.
Battle mechs can be configured in hundreds of ways with dozens of different weapon combinations. Those are small lasers. They recharge quickly. Those are medium lasers. That's a large laser mounted on your right arm. That's your autocannon, a ballistic weapon. Those are short-range missiles. Your arms are now unlocked and can move freely. Thick, ballistic weapons run cool and have higher rates of fire, but they can run out of ammo. Alpha Strike fires all weapons at once. Expect a lot of heat. Well, congratulations. I'm thoroughly convinced that, with minimal help, you seem to be fully capable of finding your own shiny brass backside. Next up, your battle grid minimap and compass. Make your way out of the landing zone to the next stage. That's a waypoint. The blue smoke and symbol marks it as an objective to go to. That symbol appears on your compass and battle grid minimap. Off you go. Work your way over there and run through the smoke. Don't get lost. This is your main battle grid map. You're marked as a little yellow arrowhead. The waypoint has its own icon. Right, you made it. Now let's see how well you drive that battle mech. Start the challenge by going through the green start marker. Follow the arrows. And make your way through each yellow marker as fast as you can before the clock runs out. Start the challenge by going through the green start marker.
Now, for those that don't know, this is the part of the tutorial where you can get some pretty decent money. I think you end up with 2 million C-bills for completing the challenge, with at least 1:30 left. And then you get another, I think, 3 million C-bills for running the tutorial itself. So, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, you want to make sure that you go through this start marker at full speed. Because if you don't, then you're really just wasting time, and you really don't have a whole lot of time to spend if you're trying to get that gold. So it's important to do it right the first time.
Excellent, top marks.
And the achievements roll in.
Congrats, recruit. You made it through. So let's see what's next on the agenda. See those pillars of light? They mark the starting point for an Academy challenge. That one reruns the Pilot Challenge for a chance to earn any awards you missed. That one leads on to the next stage, Basic Targeting. Just walk into the light.
since I completed the top level of the pilot challenge, I won't be needing that, so I'll just go straight to basic target.
So, let's get you dealing with the enemy. One of the most important skills to master is targeting. Enemies appear as red arrowheads on the map and as red diamonds on the compass. Friendly forces appear in blue. That's me on your map. So go find the enemy. Enemy mechs need to be in line of sight to show up on your radar, so keep a wary eye out.
One of the things that I really like that they patched in since the public test of the tutorial is they put friendly mechs in. Not just Captain Adams, there are also several scattered throughout that appear randomly.
Target acquired.
Shortly after targeting, a detailed scan appears. Targets farther away take longer to scan. That's a Boar's Head Atlas, a big, bad assault mech. 100 tons of bad attitude. This is the enemy's damage indicator. When you target a mech, you get a full scan of its weapons and health, front and back. Each part of a battle mech has separate health and armor. Gold is full health, orange is damaged, and red means dangerously low and about to go. One way to kill a mech is by destroying its center torso. Always check your damage indicator. The center torso on this one is ready to blow. One shot may do it.
Target destroyed.
That's the way, but be careful. There's another battle mech behind you. Anything out of you won't show up on your map.
Target acquired.
And that's a Battlemaster Hellslinger, an 85-ton assault mech with lots and lots of weapons. The torso on this one is untouched, but a battle mech can also be taken out by destroying both legs. And by a great grand coincidence, this one has one leg gone. Shoot the other to finish it off.
Target destroyed.
2 down, 1 to go. Find the last enemy battle mech.
Target acquired.
Listen closely. There's another, much harder way to take out a battle mech. And that's to destroy the small vulnerable window protecting the cockpit. The cockpit is a very small part of the head. Miss, your shot just hits the torso. Get up close and see which window protects the cockpit.
Target destroyed.
Looks like I was a little too high on the first shot.
That's all there is to it. Target, find the weak spot, kill. Of course, these ones aren't shooting back. Now here's a few more for you to practice on.
This is what I was saying about the friendlies here. It helps new players automatically recognize the difference between blue Doritos and red Doritos. So you don't have to worry about someone saying, oh my god, it's my first game, and they get in there and they automatically just shoot you in the back because you're there.
Target
One
acquired.
leg is gone. Go for the other one.
Target destroyed. New
Arms
target
are about gone
acquired.
on this one. You still have to take out the center torso or legs or head.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed. New target
That one's
acquired.
hiding in the smoke. Try thermal vision to cut through the haze.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Targets farther away take longer to scan.
Target destroyed. Target
Arms are about
acquired.
gone on this one. You still have to take out the center torso or legs or head.
Target destroyed.
Well, we're just about done here. But there's way more to learn about piloting a battle mech. For that, we provide a playground to train and test yourself and your battle mechs. Welcome to the Mech Warrior Academy. Test weapons and battle mechs at the firing range. Survive the gauntlet. Improve your targeting skills. And try out new battle mechs.
Alright, I could keep going through the Mech Warrior Academy, but it doesn't give any extra C-bills, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it then. Here you see where I've racked up quite a good amount of C-bills just for doing the tutorial, so we've got a grand total of 5 million right off the bat. Now that's a lot better than a lot of the old-timey vets started off with. I know when I first started playing, my first match, it was just take a trebuchet with single heat sinks, 0 C-bills to modify it, good luck. Alright, so here we have the new home screen. There's a lot of new information here that wasn't here in the last patch. So you've got your pilot name, which obviously you should know, as well as stats on your unit. But mostly you've got the title that you currently have selected. You've got information about the mech, including your XP and GXP that you have available. And the really big one, your tier rating. Now the tier rating, for those of you that don't know, selects how Matchmaker deals with you when finding a match. So because I'm a new player, according to the game, it seated me somewhat near the top of tier 4. Now the way the tier system works with Matchmaker is 4s and 5s will never be put in a game with 1s. 1s of course being the highest echelon of play. Now that means that 4s and 5s can be in a match with 2s and 3s. So 2s and 3s can be in a match with anybody. But matchmaking will take somewhat longer for tier 1s because there's just not as many people that Matchmaker sees as compatible for putting them into a game. So we'll go ahead and see how this goes starting with tier 4. So for those of you that don't know, I'm going to go ahead and go to the select mech screen. This is where you can pick what mechs you want to use. So right now, because this is a brand new account, all I have are trial mechs. Now I'm really not sure what's on a bunch of these trial mechs, even though I did take part in the polls to see how they would get redone. The clan trial mechs, you'll notice, like the gargoyle here, are a bit worse than the inner sphere. That's because the community poll to redo the trial mechs only dealt with inner sphere. So the clan trial mechs are still stock mechs that are pulled over from tabletop. I compiled a big list and put it on Reddit several times of all the clan stock mechs that would be appropriate for new players. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anyone with the power to change it has read it or put too much stock in it because we've got crap like this. I mean, this gargoyle, an ER small, 2 LB5s and 2 SRM6s with nowhere near enough ammo. It's just painful. It's not even at a full 80 tons. I mean, look at that. That's disgraceful. So I will be focusing on the inner sphere side just because that's where the good trial mechs are, and also because that's what I'm experienced with in community warfare, so I'll know sort of exactly what I need to do to get a good, viable community warfare drop deck on a budget. Which is, of course, the end goal of this entire thing. So the best of the trial mechs seems to be probably either the Thunderbolt or the Banshee. I wonder if this Banshee has an XL or a standard. And of course I've forgotten where to see the engine on here. Okay, it's 350. Yeah, So that's a standard. So that's not too bad. So the best two are going to be either the Thunderbolt or the Banshee. However, because of the way Matchmaker deals with your pilot skill rating, it focuses heavily on how much raw damage you've dealt. So I think in order to maximize that, to sort of game the system, I'm going to be running with the Trebuchet 7M champion. Because those two Lerm 15s, they really just throw out a lot of raw damage. They're not really good at taking off components, but the pilot skill rating doesn't seem to take that into account. So we'll just go ahead and get started with the Trebuchet 7M and see how it goes. Well, I see some units that I recognize.
Reactor
No players.
online.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that as a good sign that
Sensors
PSR is
online.
working. Since my primary
Weapons
account is at the
online.
high end of tier 2.
All systems nominal.
Is that really a St. Ives Blue? I own one and I still haven't seen one in months. Tier 4 is a strange place.
Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Incoming missile. incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. New target acquired. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Really?
Right leg critical damage. LRM ammo destroyed.
Thanks, PGI.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. LRM ammo at 25%. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
I know this isn't particularly exciting, but I'm trying to gain PSR, so raw damage is what I'm looking for.
New target acquired. Critical. LRM ammo depleted. New target acquired. New target acquired. Fuel at 25%. New target acquired. New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Look at all those achievements. This could have been better, could have been worse. All told, not too bad for a lerm boat on a bad map for lerms when I had a glitch make an ammo explosion. As you can see, the PSR is gone. So, the grand total from the tutorial and one real match is 5.7 million C-bills. So that's actually pretty damn good. That's going to be about the purchase price of a Blackjack 1X plus the C-bill tax for double heatsink. Maybe Endo, I'm not sure off the top of my... but that's actually a really damn good start. And in one match, you can see I've gone from tier 4 to tier 3. So it looks like trying to game the PSR on that first match by using a lerm boat actually paid off. So let's go ahead and go over to the store. Now the current tonnage limit for CW for Inner Sphere is 250 tons. However, that may be temporary. PGI has been known to play with it a bunch. So the standard, the go-to weight that you look for on a CW drop deck is 204. Now what that's going to look like in terms of actual mechs is 3 65-tonners and a 45-tonner for your optimal sort of cheapest viable CW deck. Now, on the clan side, of course, you're looking at probably 3 Hellbringer, or maybe 3 Ebon Jaguar, and then whatever you want at 45 tons to fill it out. So, again, on the clan side, your options are kind of limited. So, if you're going for the 365-tonner route, it might be better on the clan side to go with a light to fill it in. If you go with the adder, you'll be short on tonnage, but the adders do make a somewhat decent streak platform if you're, if you're looking to pack something away and just use it in case of a light rush, even though light rushes have sort of fallen out of favor. But again, I'm going Inner Sphere, so I'm going to be looking for 3 Thunderbolts and a Blackjack. Now Thunderbolts, they have a fairly high purchase price compared to some other mechs, and that's just because they're 65 tons. 65 tonners are all going to be in the 5 to 7 million C-bill range for the actual purchase price, unless they've got a lot of this extra technology on them like clan mechs. So for the initial purchase, you're going to be looking probably about 6 million C-bills, which conveniently is what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy the Thunderbolt 5 SF. And I'm just going to kind of squirrel it away. I'm not going to use it for now because, frankly, I don't have enough C-bills for the double heatsink tag. But we'll go ahead and have a look at what I've... So you can see it comes with, well, crap. I mean, to start off with, it's got a flamer. It's got standard heat sinks. There's no way in hell that you're going to want to take this thing into a real... So I'm just going to go ahead and... Some of the equipment can be used later, so I'm not going to sell off all the equipment. I've actually made a list on Reddit of exactly what equipment you need to sell and what equipment you need to keep, but I don't have that handy at the moment. So before I do the next installment, I will go ahead and have a look at that. But I just wanted to get just a bare bones chassis and show that it can be done buying a chassis that will be viable in the long term on just your first map.